and welcome to the WayPay Group. This is Stacy Duty. In today's video, we're going to take a quick look at adding a manifest and collecting data for an oil and gas landfill disposal using a mobile device. This is an Android device, so this can be done out in the field where we can capture images and pictures for invoice validation. First of all, let's go ahead and start just by looking for our hauler. So let's assume that this is the vehicle that just pulled up to our gate. We are then going to just add that vehicle to our system. At this point, we would like to, they probably presented us a manifest, so we're going to look for a matching manifest in our system by clicking on the manifest button. Now you can see here that we've got 11,000 of these manifests already loaded into our system. These are connected to the generator and part of that account. So we can search simply by putting in a lease number. You can put in an API number, like if it was 300, you could start searching. You could put in the last few digits of 0, and you can see it just automatically searches. And so this data has been automatically captured into the tablet so that it could be used during offline mode. But we're obviously using it as locally stored data to speed up the process, but to ensure that you have a 24/7 access. So for instance, we can just simply say, this is the one we want. It gives me the validation. Now I can edit these fields if something is incorrect on this pre-stored manifest, or I can just hit continue. So I'll just hit continue. Now in this use case, we're going to go ahead and start with a weight-based product. So if you're weighing your products in, we can select this. You're going to notice that the vehicle already had a pre-known tare weight. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to put in a gross weight. So this is going to tell us the net weight of the product that's being brought into our facility. Now, typically prices are going to be hidden, so you wouldn't see this in your tablet out at the scale, but this is being exposed right now for this user type. And so you can see here that we've got this generator is on their own custom price sheet, so that this price is being controlled for this 3R operating LLC. And we're going to show at the end of this video how this can be toggled between, because there are times in this industry where the hauler is the one that is getting billed, not the generator. So at this point in time, typically there's additional information that needs to be collected besides the manifest information. And so we would go here and we'd go to item info, and you can see here how if there was a custom manifest number, if there was a company man that you needed to, if there was a rig that you needed to select from. So you can see here how we have the rig number, purchase order, the sales order number, one for solids, a trucking code ticket number, if they had a ticket number, and then you can see that these are all customizable fields that you customize, and then you determine whether you want free form or whether you want drop down like the rig number. But we're just going to continue that one, and then we'll close this line item. Now if we were going to do a liner disposal, we could click that. If we were going to do a wash, we would do that. And so you can continue to add to this transaction on your mobile phone or tablet. And again, this is really creating the invoice, but these prices would more than likely be hidden at that level. But we could include plus or minus if we needed to increase the count on any of these predetermined items. At this point, your operator would be done. More than likely, this would auto-save to the back. They wouldn't have these choices that I'm presenting to you now. But I'm just going to do pay without printing. Now, I could print a receipt. We could email this receipt without the prices, of course, to the hauling company and to the generator as well. So we have many options for presenting this immediately to your generators and haulers. So here would be the driver would be signing for this as validation. And then if we were accepting cash, accepting a credit card maybe on the fly, and or just sending to our AR billing system, or I can delay it and pay it later. So in this case, though, what I want to do is I just want to save this, because in most cases, there's more of an approval process. So once your scale operator or your gate operator completes it, they're on to the next transaction. They would do the same thing. Here comes a truck, and then they would search, find through these 11,000, and they could use the name, they could use whatever. They click that, and they click through, and they're done with that, and then they can add a hauler if there's a hauler. So pretty simple process in regards to your gate process. Now keep in mind that every single line item that we have has the ability to capture gross weights, tare weights, vehicle weight, vehicle weights and tare weights, but also images. So a lot of we'll take a picture of the hauler to prove to the generator that the hauler was here at this time date. So all of our images are time date stamped. So that's an important factor. This is an image-based invoice generator, really is what this is. I'm going to pause the video and then we're going to go over to that back office for a second. We're going to take a look at how we would toggle. All right, now that we're back in the back office, we want to see how to toggle between if we need to change the billable entity to the hauler. And so it'd be a pretty simple process. You can go to ticket search. Once you're in ticket search, you can go find this unpaid ticket, hit the set button, simply switch to the hauler, set switch. Now we've changed. So you can see here how this is priced out. So I could have different pricing for my hauler, different pricing from my generator, and it's controlled right here very easily. There's also some other elements here, such as, hey, did you forget to add something to this ticket? And yet this is now in the back office. I have other services, other fees, other reasons why I might need to either A, edit this quantities or edit this. However, keep in mind that we did collect that additional information. So we can see here on the screen that we've got this additional information here, such as the company man, such as the manifest number. All of this can be controlled in the back office so that I can continue to add to make sure that my invoicing is going to be accurate and correct. So you can see that you've got customizable fields. You can see that you have a bunch of different types of entry level, whether it's text or whole number, etc. So a lot of controls in the back office here for you to modify the transactions before they move on to your billing system. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what it would look like if it moved on to the billing system. And so let's just hit that number, and that creates a transaction for us that we're able to see. There's our generator, there's our hauler, and then here's our lease, here's our company man, Tom Jones, our API lease field information, and then our line items, driver signature, etc. So this could have been emailed already to both your hauler or your customer. We have different templates that can be used if this is not the right template for you. But we just wanted to kind of at a high level, just sort of explain how the process works from a mobile app out in the field, how that data is collected very quickly, very securely, and then how that information has workflows in the back office so somebody can approve it before it moves on to your invoicing system. And so keep in mind that when it comes to our invoicing, we do have our own AP and AR solution. So you can consolidate multiple of these into single loads. So this concludes this short little video. Hope you enjoyed it, and remember, WayPay. So advanced, it's simple.